The big surge on silver and now platinum, my friends. We're going to talk about this today. We still got the Stop the Melt campaign going on. We got to save our history. We wouldn't. Why are we burning this stuff down for? Why? I just want, like, someone give me a simple answer. Why in the heck are we burning down our history, destroying our money? Gonna talk about that as well. Gonna let you know what's going on in the coin shop. Talked to Michael and Brian at Pinbacks yesterday. Gonna let you know what their inside thinking is. So please, like the video. Share the video out. If you're not yet subscribed, it's a good time to subscribe because we got the big or huge Pinbacks giveaway coming up on July 4th. We'll be talking about that as well. It's over 14 ounces, my friends. Over 14 ounces. Let's get into the video right now. Silver still holding about $36 an ounce in the futures market. Platinum is taking off. Platinum has not been this high since April of 2015. Again, April of 2015. Platinum has been higher than this in the past. Is platinum making a comeback? We gotta look at this. Where does platinum come from? Most of the platinum comes from South Africa or Russia. Two countries really involved with the BRICS nations. Think about it, my friends. China is buying up platinum like crazy now. They want it all. Platinum is 30 times rarer than gold. Put that on a loop for a moment. We will get into more about platinum in a moment. We're selling a little bit of platinum at the store. Talk about that in a moment as well. I talked to Michael and Brian at Pinbacks. Most of you folks know they're fully on board with Stop the Melt campaign. Fully on board. I could not be more humbled by their support. We talked for about 37 minutes last night, my friends. Thinking of ideas, thinking about upcoming deals. We talked about several different deals. They're in the works, my friends. We got deals next week. We got deals coming up the week after that. Trust me, the deals are coming. Where I'm relating this information back to Michael and Brian at Pinbacks of what you guys are putting in the comment section below. Alright, there's even been talks for about some gold right now. I'm not going to go on too much more about that. They're going to do some homework on their end. Deals of stuff will be coming, my friends. We're listening. Trust me, we are listening to you all. If there's something you're interested in, put it in the comment section below. Let us know. You can also email Michael and Brian at pinbacks.com. They got an email section right there. You know they're doing the Franklin halves right now this week. You must pick up $30 face, my friends. Right now, each dollar face, you're going to get two $half for $26.50. You must get 30. This is the pricing of 7:56 a.m. on June 12th, 2025. They're selling them for $13.25 each is the breakdown. The melt value is only $13.14, my friends. It's just over melt. Big part of Stop the Melt campaign right now. Look, it burns me up to see our history gets melted down. It burns me up. This is our money. Apparently, some people just don't give a care. It's only a finite material left, my friends. When it's gone, it's gone. People will be bothering with this later on. People laugh at that. Even Andy Scheckman said last night, they're not making no more of it. They're not making no more of it. He can see a better scenario going on too. I've been saying this for months, my friends. Stack your 90. Stack your 90. People just don't realize, well, maybe you folks do, don't realize how hard it was to get 90% silver in the shops. It just happened this year. It happened late last year. In all sense, the floodgates have opened with it again. We're trying to source as much as we can right now. The only can't get it all, of course. We've not turned anything down coming across the counter. We've not turned down any phone calls from any other coin shops in the area or across the country. We've not turned anybody down. The price has to be right, though. We need to make some money, too. Not me. The owner has to make some money at the shop for it. We're stockpiling it right now. We have it in stock. Pinbacks has it in stock. This is going to be our barter material, my friends. People laugh, saying the dollar's not going to collapse. Really? Inflation report just came out for the month of May. It was as expected, 2.4% over year. Just stop and think about that. 2.4%. You put your money in to a high yield savings account. Let's say 4%. Maybe a CD is 4.25% for a year. Minus that 2.4%. Right off the top. You're down to 1.6% net gain. Where you could have put your cash into silver, gold, platinum, copper, and be about 20+% on each of them. Think about that. What stock has gained 20% in the last 6 months since the beginning of the year? Think about it. You think your money's safe in the bank? At 4%, they're ripping you off. Inflation's eating most of that alive. That is where it's going, my friends. Inflation is eating us alive. Silver and gold, copper, platinum, they're all up 20% year to date. People think it's a barbarous relic. Okay. And we're sitting here talk about Stop the Melt campaign, and we're melting down our history. We're melting down our gosh darn money. We need to be fired up about this. We need to get this word out. Please help me share this video out. Let's get this viral. Help me out with this. Share this on X. Share this on Facebook. Share this on TikTok. Share this wherever you have to share this. Let's get the word out, my friends. It's sad. It is absolutely no excuse. No gosh darn excuse to melt this stuff down. To make a fast buck? What are these shops and what are these pawn shops going to do with all these bucks when the dollar goes goodbye? Well, they can use it as toilet paper, I guess. Because that's what it's going to be good for. We're holding it. We're selling we're selling it. People are coming in. Yeah, there are people selling too. Not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it on this channel. Yeah, we got sales coming across the counter as well. People need money. Some people trying to make a quick, fast buck. Probably put it in a bank account. That's the worst mistake, in my opinion, anybody can make. This is a long-term hold. I don't know how much more clear we need to be about that. If you can't wait a long-term hold, then silver and gold and platinum are not for you. That's it. That's the simple answer right now. Look, the mining shares are starting to take off. They're a little bit slower. No, I'll give you one. First Mining Gold, FFMGF. FFMGF. It's a ticker symbol. I got it right around about 10 cents is my average per share. It's about 15 cents right now. Okay? It's not taking off that much. It's made a long way comeback. I bought this stuff at 7 cents. I bought this at 8 cents. I bought this at 9 cents. I bought it at 11 cents. I bought it at 12 cents. My cost average is about 10 cents a share. Look, not financial advice. Not telling you to go buy the stock. You got to do your own due diligence when it comes to stocks. Okay? Let me get back to platinum for a moment. Pinbacks has platinum material in stock. They have platinum eagles in stock. Take a look, my friends. This might be a good time to get some platinum if you're interested in it. We're starting to see some sales creeping up. Michael and Brian saying there's a little bit of increased sales on platinum. Look, you can get 2 platinum eagles right now at channel sponsor Pinbacks for less than 1 ounce of gold. As of this morning, they're $1,421.93. Random years though. Don't know what years you're going to get. They have other platinum material. They have other coins. They have bars. Check them out. Let them know that Coin Shop Chris sent you. If you're interested. Look, you get 2 platinum coining around, as people like to call these. Anything American made, anything that your country makes, coining around. Maybe it's a good time to pick up some platinum. Let it spike up a little bit more. Maybe if you're not interested in platinum, flip it back into silver or gold afterwards. Something to think about, my friends. Just something to think about. Also, I want to point out, they still have the Eagle Hard Prospector Silver rounds. 1 to 19 count is $40.51, my friends. They're not making these anymore. They have limited supply right now. If you're interested in those, let them know that Coin Shop Chris sent you as well. I don't make a commission off your sales. Most of you folks know that. I get paid a monthly rate. That is what I get paid. And there's no commission. That's the only reason why I asked for you to say you came from Coin Shop Chris. You want bigger giveaways? You want bigger giveaways? That's how we get bigger giveaways on the channel. Call them if you need to. Email them if you need. If you can't get a hold of them on the phone, email them, my friends. Leave them your first name, your phone number, what you're interested in. Say, I'm from Coin Shop Chris. They will call you back. I guarantee you. They're very responsive on emails as well. The phone lines are a bit busy. Have them call you back. Thank you, channel sponsor Pinbacks, for sponsoring Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewer out there, because it's not possible without you. We got to stop the milk. I'm going to read off about 12 names here. I can't get to everybody. Okay, I just can't do it all in one video. These comments came from yesterday's afternoon's video. So this afternoon's video, I'll be pulling comments from this morning's video. Stop the melt. Here are the 12 names today. MFB3042. Thank you. Just in 888. Thank you. Man of Faith 2501. Thank you. Dave Betty 2006. Thank you. SW-RB9CR. Thank you. Look how many people we're getting, my friends. Look how many people we are getting with Stop the Melt. Look how many supports we're getting. I've done this for a few days now. Gordon Cayley. Thank you. Java Fix Time. Thank you. Cold Clown World. Thank you. TZKB8742. Thank you. Solids 7887. Lisa Chick 8889. And I believe, if I remember right, She just retired, my friends. Let's graduate her on retirement. I believe she was a nurse for over 30 years. Let's graduate Lisa Chick on her retirement. Best Buy-X8W is last but not least name I'm calling out for this video. There's many, many more of us would stop the milk campaign. Cannot thank you enough, my friends. This is huge. You guys have blown this up very well. Let's keep the campaign going. Let's keep it going. Stop the milk. Put it in the comments section. Don't forget, if you want some deal from Pinbacks, put it in what you're interested in buying or trading your dollars for into real money. Silver, gold, and platinum. That is where we need to be. Look, use it as a bank, my friends. Use your local coin shops. Get to know your local coin shops. If you need cash, trade it in. But only do it if you need to. I'm not selling. I don't care if silver goes to $50 tomorrow. Don't think it will. But you get my drift. You get my drift. I'm not selling. I'm looking to bother with it. People laugh at that, okay? Yeah, I get laughed at. Well, fine. When the dollar really does collapse, when these countries get away from the dollar like they're doing right now, when prices keep skyrocketing on everything you're out there buying, I tell you, once you start stacking silver, gold, or platinum, you're going to grow another brain. And what I mean by that, you're going to be out there at the stores, maybe even online, and thinking, do I need this? Is it worth it in silver? We got to get our heads away from the dollar. I know it's hard to do. I get it. Because that's where our brain's been taught. We got to get our brain away from the dollar. Meaning, you go to the store. Any store. Start thinking about prices in silver and gold. Would you give up an ounce of silver for this? Would you give up an ounce of gold for that? Would you give up an ounce of gold for whatever? You get the drift. Think about it. You know, think about back in the day when people were using this 90% silver in everyday trade. It was money. It still is money. A $50 is melting for 13, 14 or so. I believe I said that already, but it is 13, 14. How much gas can you get with that? What is your average? What do most people run into the grocery store for? Maybe not doing a full line grocery shopping. Milk, bread, and eggs. Well, maybe that will just cover your milk, bread, and eggs right there. A $50 would cover it in most areas of the country. But you would need to come up with $13 or so to get your milk, bread, and eggs. That's how much inflation. Go back to the 50s. Go back to the 40s, my friends. Type in, what did eggs cost in the 1940s? What did bread cost in the 1940s? What did milk cost in the 1940s? Go to the 50s. Go to the 60s. Go up to the 70s. Go up to the 80s. You think the dollar's not lost value? You hold silver, you've done quite well. Maybe not 100% kept up with inflation. Maybe gold hasn't kept up 100% with inflation, but it's done gosh darn damn well. If you folks have any questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, reach out to me. My email's right there in the description of every single video. Happy to help you. Don't know something, then ask. Ask your local coin shops. Call Michael and Brian at Pinbacks. Ask them questions if they're selling don't know something about what they're selling, you have questions, ask them. That's what they're there for. Don't mean you're to buy that day. All I ask is to get to know these guys. These are great guys. Honest guys. A+ Business Bureau rating. Class. I mean, they got 4 class. The more I talk to Michael and Brian, the more I like this company. You know, we were laughing last night. All right, that's all I'll say. I'll leave it as that. We were laughing last night. You know, we're getting to this is a great sponsorship, great group of viewers out there. Couldn't ask for anything more. Let's keep the train going, my friends. Stop the 90% silver melt campaign going. Put this out there everywhere. Let's get the word out before it's all gone. Coin Shop Chris is out. See you this afternoon.